We're just like Oreos, so I'm dark and she's white. And that's why, that's why Japanese.
I'm not white. I'm not Caucasian. Whatever. Shouldn't be a question to ask at a job interview, first of all.
At an interview? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pickles the Guy in here, Jamaican YouTuber. No wait, you have to wait until the intro.
Oh, sorry.
You can't.
Yeah.
Pickles the Guy in here, Jamaican YouTuber, and we have a special guest today, my friend
Sango. Hi.
You're voguing?
No, I'm not voguing. I can't vogue. But yeah.
Right, so Sango, tell him about it because she was actually one of my videos, a skit. Remember the mask on skit? Yeah.
Before the whole corona
before the corona went viral. You get it? Coronavirus went viral.
Yeah. Alright. Hi. I'm Sango. What am I saying about myself? Okay. I'm 24. No, I'm not 24 anymore. I'm 25. Is that age a thing? Anyway, alright. I'm Japanese, Jamaican.
So I want to always ask you, why is it Japanese Jamaican or Jamaican Japanese?
Wait, like why I put one?
Yeah, why I put Japanese Jamaican or Jamaican?
Because it's gonna go deep, but I think
go deep.
I think more
identify
myself more as a Jamaican. So I'm Japanese, but like I don't know.
Wait. So is in the first? I don't remember how English works. Is the first thing describes the second thing? Like you are Jamaican, but the type of Jamaican that you are
is Japanese. I guess.
Okay. I'm thinking about like how we describe like a red car. Your car first, and then the color of the car is red.
I guess.
Or like in Japan, Akano Kuruma. So it's your car first. So I guess in that way.
Yeah,
I just thought
I think nobody ever asked me that before, but I intentionally.
But some people might see it as you put in Japan in front of Jamaica. Yeah. People will see that as well. And then if you go alphabetical, G-L-M-N-O-P, M comes before P, so Jap. Anyway, not getting into that. Oh yeah. Alright, so we're here to talk about this is a real chill talks. I had your friend on here before,
Where's the alcohol?
There's no alcohol. We're not doing that one today. I didn't know you. I forgot to ask when you're driving a train. No, we have to do we call it shots and thoughts. That's a different thing.
Okay.
This is a real chill talks. This is a mellow thing. No, we don't need that.
Okay.
It's just I didn't remember about that. I didn't know you could drink alcohol. You even drink? Do you drink?
I drink a lot. Of course I drink a lot. I'm Jamaican.
Yes, but then you have Japanese and that's the other thing.
But Japanese drink too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You have both. So you have like if you were one of the worst, it could be like an Irish Jamaican or Scottish Jamaican. Then we know you would be drinking a lot more. Alright, so let's get into the video for today. With topic, so she's, as she said, Japanese Jamaican, and I am Jamaican. So that's the type of Jamaican I am. And we both have lived in both countries for some time. You lived in Jamaica for?
I lived in Jamaica for 8 years.
8 years.
And I'm in Japan for 10. So about.
But
okay, so here's the thing. If it's long term, if you consider long term, I've been in Jamaica for 8 years and then Japan for 10 years. But before that, when I was still a single child, we still have a little bit of money. I did a little bit of back and forth here and there. So if it's in total, I don't know because I don't know how much.
Right, because I'll say like 10, 18 does not add to 25. Or we'll let it slide. Alright, so I've been in Japan for almost the amount of time I've been in Jamaica. Next year will be 7 years, 2021.
Cool.
Jesus, wow. I've been here a long time.
7 years.
Damn it. Am I ever going back home? I would love to, but not with this corona. But this is going to be a light topic today, probably deep for some. So, let's talk about some dating stuff, but in a different light, because I don't think I've explored dating from more dating and from a female
perspective.
A woman's perspective. Oh my God. I said female and they're going to kill me in the comments.
Oh yeah?
You can't say that. You know that you can't, as a man, you can't say the female perspective. You have to say like the woman's perspective because apparently saying female is saying that she's just not, you have to recognize as a human being. Woman is like, a female can be a dog, can be a cat, it can be.
Oh, interesting.
There's a lot of PC stuff going on these days. No, it's crazy on Twitter. Don't you can call another woman a female, but I couldn't dare ever. It's almost equivalent to the N word or the J word here.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It's really bad.
I've never heard that before.
Oh
Maybe
my.
it's because I'm not that conscious and, yeah.
You're not that conscious. Look at her, she's woke with that cut.
I am kind
She got the Jada Pinkett
I'm
cut.
conscious about that, but I guess I'm already within that group. So
Right,
it's
right,
like the, not attack, but like, the spotlight is kind of different when it comes to you.
The Jada Pinkett look. You didn't get that line?
No.
Entanglements and stuff.
Listen, don't.
Speaking of entanglements, listen, I am an entangler. I've been entangled. Well, that's a story for another day.
Get out of
I'm
here.
dead ass. I didn't even know I was entangled until Jada told me today.
I'll give you a title that was
that's
an entanglement.
The entangled
not
piggle.
a relationship.
Right.
An
Not a
entangled
relationship. The entangled piggle, the curly little piggle tail thing.
Oh gosh, you see the meme with the tangled, the Disney movie tangled and then put Jesus' face on.
Oh dear, poor August, September, October, November. But yeah, so let's get straight into dating in Japan. You have dated both Japanese and foreigners. I have done both, I guess too. So we both have. Well, I haven't dated many, but in my experience, I find that there are very much differences as well as similarities.
Yeah.
So for you, who do you prefer dating, like, or you don't really look at it like that? It just depends on the person. You can be honest now. We're out here.
It depends on the person, of course, but from my experience, it's, as you said, like it's totally different. My experience with I can go into the talk already, right? So my experience with the Japanese guy was pretty close-minded, I would say, and because I was still at a young age, I was close-minded as well. It's more of like, okay, he's Japanese, so I have to be as Japanese as possible, the ideal Japanese woman as
that must
possible.
have been hard.
So there was that weird ideology thing going on, but then after that whole breakup and stuff, I found more comfort in being people who have more experiences out of Japan.
Okay, so technically then, what is the let's look at the gender roles then, because a lot of persons still don't know much about Japan in terms of what the gender roles are, in terms like what is acceptable as a woman and what is the ideal type. For me, they want this very, I would say, genteel, unassuming, very well behaved. Someone that basically is conservative, as well as someone that takes instructions, is the way I want to say, but
following. So there's this term, I don't know the exact term in Japanese, but like there's this ideology where the woman should be behind the man and kind of support him. So the guys always goes first. And for example, if it's like a public figure, the wife shouldn't deshabaru. Like deshabaru is like what you call it, show off, or like don't come up to the front too much. Just stay in the background and support your master or king or whatever you want to call it.
Master or king or emperor. But it's interesting though, even in the West as well. It's more like woman behind every good man or strong man, there's a strong woman behind him.
Exactly.
And so it's more because society is patriarchal or whatever, which is now kind of changing the world. Women are becoming much more independent becoming much more independent already. Becoming much, I guess they're gaining in confidence in their own abilities to earn, because usually, I guess, it was set up in a way that women would earn less, or they couldn't get the same type of jobs men could get, and they wouldn't be seen as the main breadwinners. So I don't want people to look at Japan as like, this whole unique thing in terms of women, but they're a bit slower to change.
Yeah, it's just still behind. It's just like even the TV shows these days. You still have the housewife stereotypes going. The wife, as soon as they get pregnant, they leave their job and they stay home and support the family, like the dad, the kids, and that's still a huge what's it called, paradigm,
the whole complex, the whole situation.
The whole situation is still there, So like even at work, people will ask you, are you gonna consider leaving after you get married or pregnant? And which shouldn't be a question to ask at a job interview, first of all.
At an interview?
At an interview.
So if you get married, they ask you that? Wow.
I've heard. Well, I'm still at my first job, and I was like after graduating, so people won't consider me as the age group to be married. But which is kind of, yeah, you shouldn't be asking people that first of all. They don't ask, the
guys, like if you're yeah, that's true. Because I guess men don't show pregnancy or won't or not. All the men do is deposits like a bank.
Right.
Make a deposit and that's
That's your contribution.
That's your contribution.
Yeah.
And you won't have to be laid off. And I guess that also stems to why persons would more likely probably Japan hire more males than women. We just said women again, guys, just to make sure I don't get in trouble. Alright, I remember there was an incident with the whole the university falsifying results so that more men would enter.
Oh yeah,
as opposed,
is it the doctor university? Yeah. I think it's the doctor and
university.
So
they basically fixed the results so more men would pass and women would fail.
I think what they did was so the grade, the borderline, the pass borderline was lower for the male
than the female. They fixed the curve. That's really bad. Yes. Well, yeah, that's a bit too dark. Yeah. So how was it like in terms of intimacy, like with the Because me, I dated one girl. Well, I dated a woman. So I dated someone that was married.
You mean entanglement?
Yeah, and then I dated someone that wasn't. And the behaviors were different but similar. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like I could see, like I guess one knew exactly what she wanted, which was the married woman, and then but she still kind of had a little time and she was a bit shady, which is understandable. I don't expect anything from that. Right. But then the one that wasn't married, I don't know. She was older than me too, so I guess she wants to move towards that level. But she basically said in the end that she couldn't see me as a lover for whatever reason. I just not really, I don't know. But like even going out on dates with a Japanese girl you would get the stares, of course, like what is he doing with her, and then the waiter would go to her,
right?
And even though I could speak a decent level of Japanese, he would still look at her like this man can't speak anything, so why am I? I was like, okay, so give her the bill too, please. So I said, I literally did this.
That's what you said?
No, he came to me and said, no, I know. I don't know. Eh? He's like, so say no, her. Because you've been, everything you go back to her, I've been looking at her, like I'm not saying anything. And she said, she would like say, yeah, he said it, whatever he just said. Right. And I'm like, but that's, and he looks.
But here's the thing though, like there's a flip side of that, people who come to, non-Japanese people who come to Japan and they are at the restaurant and for example, if they just came here, right, and they don't speak the language and they are respectful waiters, waitresses that do, how would I say, reach out to the other person rather than just talking to the Japanese person. But then they'll be like, don't look at me, I don't speak it.
Right, but I guess, but that's the thing. But if I'm actively just saying, hey,
if you're saying that,
so why,
okay, that's true,
eat this go. And he's like, and I say, oh, okay. And that kind of, that's almost, I guess that's all the ego for me. It was like, yo, why are you doing that? But they also...
No. Like, it's obvious though, because like even as I told you earlier, like I was with my sister and my sister, well, she has a more non-Japanese feature than I do. So people, when we're together at a restaurant and we're making orders, the waiter would definitely talk to me rather than her, which is really obvious that they're not, they assume, they make the assumption that they don't speak Japanese, which is bad.
So that affects the whole thing. And even dating another foreigner here, then it's a whole new ball game because first of all, both of us didn't even have that great command of the language, and so that makes things much more difficult here. Just getting things done. Not even like if you want just regular going out to eat food. Yeah. But that was a real entanglement. That thing was an entanglement. But I won't speak about it ever again. I promised myself I wouldn't because
It's in the past. You can't. Hold on, grudgeful to things.
Pull it out of your thing. So, what was the intimacy like? Because we've heard stories, I've heard and seen stuff because we can't really watch what you see on TV or on the internet. And internet, that's just the internet because.
Don't put me on the spotlight, though.
Like, no, in terms, no, meaning. I mean, you don't have to divulge details, but I mean, just like. Did he hold your hand? Was he afraid to PDA?
I was thinking something.
I wasn't talking about sex unless, we can go on whiteboard and point out stuff and do a diagram and stuff. But,
So yeah, definitely if it was what is called PDA. Into the wet word.
Yeah, man. You see, I tell you, say you're white. I don't believe you. Yeah. So you're saying, I remember.
Oh yeah. So the PDA thing.
Yeah.
Definitely with Japanese guys, they will feel more embarrassed holding hands in public.
Holding hands, people.
Holding hands. I mean, at least the ones that I dated.
That means you're going to marry them. If you hold hands with a Japanese person, that means you're basically together, like you're fully there. You're going to have sex tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like you hold hands, that's if he knows. Yes, she wants me. Have my babies, cook me soup for me every morning. Let me propose to you.
No, we live. Lighting. Anyways, like for example, even you know those Japanese dramas where you meet up at the station and you see the dude and like you go and greet them with a hug. You've been together for like 3 months already, so it should be okay. But they're like, don't do those things in public when people are watching. I'm like,
that's the point.
Exactly. No, it's not. But
you like to be watched. Sorry, wait. Let's not get there.
Wait, whoa.
She says she don't like to be watched. Wink, wink. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Whoever I apologize.
So wait, what was it about? Can't remember. I forget what meant.
PDA and embarrassing in public.
Yeah, like literally, like 恥ずかしいからそういうのやめて like そういうの and that's like it's embarrassing, so don't do those type of things. I'm like, it's just
not even like a kissing him on the.
No, it's not even kissing her on the cheek.
My first entanglement. Everything was done in public. Like it was very weird too. But the public meeting. We actually went on a date to the port in a particular area. No. Oh. Back in my old side on the Aichi side, okay. And we had got like some sushi and sandwiches from the supermarket, picnic type vibe, and we were just there chilling and the wind blowing and she lying on my lap and I lied down a little bit and I was starting because there's some public people who are passing and I always wondered because
Entanglements. Okay.
Yeah, but it's whatever. I mean, I would have never done it in Jamaica because I'd been dead. Like, legit, I wouldn't care.
Like
I don't them joke there.
Up at the front door.
Yeah, man, I don't want them joke there. I mean, that's just not art. So you had that with the Japanese. So what is the major difference you find with dating foreigners? And is there a particular type of foreigner that you said, no, I will never date them? Or some that you just mark off, like from a certain place?
No.
You sure? I've heard people mark off.
People?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm afraid of a certain type of girl that's in this country. I can't manage them.
Yeah, a specific nationality.
Yeah, I was a friend said I shouldn't even bother because Andre really, because that's the one that. Wait, did I lose? No, I lost it to the first entanglement. But the second one, you really have with that type of girl that you never linked me. I'm like, so where were you when all this was happening? Like, that's not the point. I'm like, okay, well, there you go. That's whatever. But I mean, I've seen I don't know if they're influenced by the girls. It depends on what they are. They're a typical type of Japanese girl or Japanese guy. Then their style is a bit different. If they're influenced by reggae, hip hop, or dancehall, you will see a totally different type of behavior and also a different type of level of intimacy. Okay. I think
I've never been in a relationship with how I say reggae hip hop fan Japanese guys before, but I've noticed like standing from afar and watching it objectively, it's a lot of condescending attitude in that area. I feel so I don't go around there as much. There's only a few respectable people there, but usually,
like the dancer boys, you feel them a bit too
towards women, I guess.
Oh yeah. Shut the quiet.
そうそんな感じお尻振れよみたいな like dude what お尻振るんでしょ like
wow man's like shake that ass.
Yeah.
I don't know where to get that from because
right?
I guess I don't know who taught them how to talk to girls like that.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not that famous, bro.
Yeah, this is a small teeny beeny existence on earth that I don't care about. Stay away from those dudes, ladies. Respect yourself.
I thought you were already talking about something else.
No. No.
I was like,
including.
I was like, why? So what's wrong? Some people have to work with what God give you, you know?
Not true. Yeah.
It was a getaway. I remember, I was at the Jamaican festival and a Japanese guy was really drunk and he said, Tanoshi, Tanoshi. He took off all his clothes. And we had to, some Jamaicans have to not beat him, but had to say, he felt he was drunk and he felt like his nose and blood was bleeding and stuff. But he said, Tanoshi there. And he started taking off his clothes. He was butt naked.
Why?
At Odaiba.
Oh, that one, Love Fest?
Yes.
Jesus.
Right, and Jason, you remember Jason?
Yeah.
See him and say, yo, Virgin, fix up his... Come and fix up yourself. And the girl said, what up to that man here? And I'm like, oh my God.
I hope I don't know that person.
We bring out the best Japanese people.
Yeah.
Jamaicans. Yeah, we do. Definitely.
No, but the bad part is, you know, they a lot of the, what's it called? Like the not industry, but what's that?
People that love the culture.
No. The people who's, oh my God.
The organizers.
The organizers and people in power like to associate Jamaican people with those kind of people.
Type of Japanese. Oh, yeah.
And that's the bad part.
I
I hate that. I'm like,
lump us up with them and say, yeah, man, these are the type of people that like Jamaican.
exactly. That means that the Jamaicans
are
like
kind of.
that.
And it's, you know, they're more like, I noticed that they're more rebellish or like outcasts of the regular society that tend to find an outlet in dancing and like in there. So even, you know, I've had girls that I would say had a crush on me or whatever, or so them claim. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know about that, you know. Like thinking about it, like not that I have anything against dancers, but from what I know of, like when they go to Jamaica, what they do in Jamaica, and and then they come back and then some of them work Kabikuda and them something there. Oh. And you know, one girl laughed at me. Laughed at me. She asked me how much I earned. I said I earned 200,000. A blow ball deliberately. She said, "Oh, I earned it in a week."
Kabikuda is another thing, you know.
And I was like, "You earned it in a week." She was wearing Louis Vuitton and stuff and all that things. I'm sure you know there's extracurricular that just take place. Have you ever worked at a host club? You considered it?
Who are you talking to me?
The Japanese love is quite appropriate. So, I mean, just talking alone.
I don't know. First of all, no. I can't even stand maid cafes.
Jesus, oh my God, that's a fetish.
It is a fetish, you know. I think what's the difference between
eating food?
No.
Maid cafe and
maid cafe and what's it called? Yeah.
I don't know.
They're basically a bunch of women catering to men and having them, you know.
Wait, but the maid cafe is like for food, like the curry, like the ones here, like the like.
Oh, maid cafe.
Not that the maid like the AKB for the cafe or one of those little like the J-pop people cafe.
Yeah. There is like food there and stuff like that, but you can eat curry anywhere around the corner.
But no, you want you want a girl to talk to you and tell you that you had a good day, and you know.
Yeah. I know. I don't know. Like, why would you consider doing that? I mean, no judgment. If that's what you choose, go ahead, honey. But no, not me.
And let's just keep it going. What about appropriation, though? Like, just to keep like cultural appropriation here in Japan. Because I did a video about this, my male friend from Trinidad, who has lived here for a while. But you, who was half Jamaican, half Japanese Jamaican. I don't even bring. You know, this that. There's a whole thing here. The whole definition of something being half or whatever. Yeah. Like in Jamaica, we don't care. We say, "Oh, man, Jamaican, full stop." That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, but I guess it's just a cultural thing. But yeah, you ever notice that the Japanese will take the thing and make it seem as it's their own, and then persons from that culture can't get into that sort of thing? Like they would, for example, they would keep parties. And basically, it's only Japanese doing on the flyer, or the Japanese DJ, or Japanese dancing. And if you, as let's say a Jamaican who is the culture, because the culture is the people, try to do something, it is not as widely probably supported, or not as, I don't know, seen as, oh, you're threatening them, or they say, no, you can't come into my space. And but you're using my culture. So How do you feel? How you feel when you see, like, for instance, a Jamaican festival with only Japanese people performing?
Yeah, that was a problem. Like, was it last year?
I wasn't really talking about specifics. Look,
I know, but yeah, there are a few cases that.
As in, there's no no Jamaican.
Yeah.
Or you have one Jamaican just to appease the people, and you have 45,000 Japanese, even Americans, English, everybody else except the persons of the culture, and there's so many here in this area of Kanto, which baffles my mind.
Oh yeah.
Baffles my mind. Like, why would you not have people who are of the culture to give you that authenticity?
True.
No, because I went to Jamaica for 6 months, for 3 years. I know more about it than you. Okay, sir. I was only born there and raised there. So I leave it alone.
I'm trying to be as polite as possible. You see, here's the thing though, I get what you're saying, because sometimes I feel really sad that, like, for example, if I go to like a Caribbean themed party at the club going on, right? You go there, they're playing Caribbean music, but there's not enough Caribbean people there to celebrate. So I feel like it's like, well, I didn't see it as cultural appropriation, but now I see what you're saying. Yes, that is kind of a form of cultural appropriation, because they're making money, they're making profits out of it.
They keep workshops, fam. 3,000 yen, 3,000 yen workshop per hour, and they do like two a week. In Jamaica, I don't think we don't charge for dance classes. You go to a party and learn things, and you stay with them
yourself,
and you learn whatever. And apparently, outside, when the Jamaicans come across, I really try and support them. Even go to the party, or I say, yo, make sure you're getting your money, dog, because whatever. You have some genuine persons that, as you always say, you have the genuine Japanese that really love the culture and really want to help and promote it. And then you have those that just want to monetize and keep the money for themselves, which sucks.
Same with the hair salons here. I hate that thing.
Oh, when I have the one black girl, or the girl that went somewhere and learned how to braid, and they come back charging you $10 million.
For what? For one straw of braid.
Apparently they charge you per $100. They charge you per roll. I have never heard such garbage in my life.
Bullshit.
If it was black people, we charge black people per roll. Our hair needs like 20-40 rolls if we want to get serious.
Yeah, and they have to pay for their own hair too. The hair bundle.
Yeah, well, I did after London. When I heard the girl paid like 40,000 yen to do her hair, and it took her like 7 hours, and it wasn't on. That's not cool.
It's just don't feel.
Yeah. In Jamaica, you know what you do my hair? Wash shampoo thing, not no more than 4,000 yen.
No.
And that is when I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
Braid, wash, clean, shampoo, condition.
I've never paid anybody money to do my hair before. All my aunts was doing that for me for free.
Jeez, well, that's Jamaica. You know you go. That's what it is. Family do it. I say you have time. We never had internet as much back then.
No.
So we should do people here as a pastime. For those you go outside, go play, and then sometimes, my hair want to do, man, and your friend come do it for you, and they sit down and talk and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Gosh. You would see. You would never see me step foot in one of those.
Well, no, you don't have to. That you can put here to know.
Right?
And you're gonna do it. Are you going to take off more on the side soon? I feel
it's growing back already because it was shorter.
Didn't you just do like yesterday?
No, it was not yesterday. It was like almost 5 days now.
You hear us say, "Oh my God, I wanted to get this." And so,
I think it's the castor oil work.
I think what you should is get off the sides even
all
lower,
it,
and then get the designs in there. Oh my God, you out there killing. How does Mr. Man feel about the cut?
Oh, first it was like super against it. He was like, "Don't cut your hair, don't cut your hair." And my dad was the same thing. So I noticed that it's the guys who's against cutting.
Because you look like a boy.
But what's wrong with that?
You know, like sometimes I can't tell, not to be sound very racist or sexist, but sometimes literally I have to be looking like, wait, is this a girl or a guy? Even my students, that is the worst one. Mizuki. No. Okay, Mizuki.
Yeah, that is both like a guy.
Right? Or now, or even Aoi. I'm like, Aoi. I said, okay, boys and girls over there. And they're like, just say, Danchi Joshi. And they're like, and I wait. Okay, so what? Okay, thank you. I was right. That's
but why that matter though? Does it matter?
Well, in terms of for my lessons or for in general? No, because if you elementary school kids don't like to sit with the same opposite sex.
Oh yeah, that's
And so if you put them in a team, yada yada, kimo itoka. I'm like what? Don't say that. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, back to you now on the hair. What was I saying? Right. So as I was asking, they need the hair. Well, I know men like hair for other reasons.
Yeah,
But yeah.
You see, another reason why I cut my hair though is like I felt so because most of my life I've been more insecure of my hair than being confident about it, and because gradually I felt more confident about my hair, but at the same time it felt like my hair is defining me as a person, and I'm like, no, I'm more than
you're more than your hair. And in Japan, hair is so important for them. Kids have to have their hair straightened and black in schools.
Exactly.
And then if your hair is not naturally straight, why do you need to straighten your hair? It's not even a Japanese thing. It's coming from even the Western colonialism
of beauty.
And your hair is straight. And Jamaican kids used to have a hard time. Parents used to have the hot comb for them hair to straighten it and stuff. Yeah. Me, my hair had to be low and kempt because why would you grow your hair naturally? Kempt in the European sense, because Europeans' hair is so bland and just boring. Our hair is the best ever because it's so malleable. We can do whatever it wants. If you want it to be straight, it can be. If you want it to be curly, it can be curly. If you want to put a bloody helicopter in it, we can do it because our hair has that.
Helicopter?
I mean, like the style.
Like the weekend.
You never see like the weekend, like this, and we can cut it out and we can do many designs in our hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? White people just don't have that privilege. Oh, did I say privilege of white people and not mention racism? Interesting. Right, yeah. So yeah, they don't have the privilege of that and they envy us for many things. Alright! You know, can we chat about one person? This episode is so wild. All over the place, and you find me say, see me that thing, you come watch it.
I not even know what we are talking about.
Yeah, man, I know, but you know, your mother got post it. I had to go to under the sun. Yeah, that she could. Ma. So it's nice having against Sango. You know, we'll do more with Sango.
We have more to talk about though.
Yeah, more to talk about, and also some more skits and stuff on being appropriate when you have time. Hopefully I can get her and Seiko here at the same time.
Oh yeah?
And then I would just die.
You would die?
I would just die. Seiko and Sango, Jesus, SSA. SAS. SAS. We should do a SAS. SAS session. Bombard.
Yeah, run away with them talking.
SAS is like SAS.
Power woman, you know.
I know that. I love her.
I respect her.
That a woman. What a woman. Can't handle her still. Couldn't manage her. From the first time I see her at Jamaica Festival. Not Jamaica Festival, no. The dinner, the gala dinner.
Oh yeah.
Girl was just blew
that slow motion.
Blew me away for the first moment. I'm like, Seiko. What a woman! What a woman! Alright, people. Oh, Seiko. I say like, what is wrong with this dude? I will put this right at the front of the video.
Yeah.
Right in the front. This whole appreciation of Seiko.
Say you're desperate, man.
This nigga thirsty. I'm not thirsty. I'm not saying I appreciate her as a woman. Like she just.
She's admired by both. Not both, but like all human race.
Yes. Sexy, intelligent, eloquent. Can speak many languages. French.
Her French.
Oh, I'm like. Seiko fan club. Please, guys, join Seiko's fan club. Follow her on Instagram.
Why are we promoting?
Oh right, sorry. Please follow. Please make sure to follow Sango on Instagram. She does videos whenever she does them.
Yeah.
And yeah, some interesting stuff. You're into makeup and Japanese style. I don't know what else. She sings too.
I sing too.
Talented person, you know. So maybe we can do somewhere together soon. All right, yeah, peace.
Ooh, bye. Bagels, the guy, Jamaican, YouTuber. You didn't do that.
I didn't. I have the song. You might hear the intro. I have a song played.